Florida's Governor, Ron DeSantis, advocates for a tenure-length policy for U.S. congressional public servants in Florida. He believes Florida can set an example for other states with regard to tenure for public officials. DeSantis found widespread national support for term limits for public officers during his interactions with people across the U.S. Term limits is an issue that DeSantis consistently sees rising in importance. During a visit to Indiana, DeSantis gained insight on the term limits discussion with local senators. Indiana has taken steps toward term limits in their House, and DeSantis thinks the Senate there might follow. DeSantis gives a nod to progress made toward term limits in North Carolina House. Affirmation for term limits was echoed in his conversations with North Carolina senators. He insists that the citizens hold the power to enact term limits as a way to exert control over Washington politics. DeSantis greatly respects the Founding Fathers' view, who intended for states to hold sway over federal issues. He remains convinced that term limits for Congress members is a highly sought-after proposal nationally. Term limits, he asserts, transcend political affiliations or personal attributes such as gender, race, or wealth. According to DeSantis, the term limits proposition is a unifying factor among U.S. citizens. DeSantis criticizes the congressional stagnation and views it as an argument for term limits. The current congressional incentives need a revamp, in DeSantis's opinion, and term limits can be a major boost for this. Term limits could substantially shake up the political landscape and rejuvenate lackluster circuits, DeSantis believes. To cause institutional change, DeSantis views term limits as a catalyst for adjusting incentive structures. He places faith in the collective power of states to effect important changes like term limits. For states desiring major changes in Washington, term limits could be a powerful tool, DeSantis suggests. In conclusion, DeSantis encourages states to exercise their collective power for lasting national impacts.